things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Badgers will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, and this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to extend plays and create, his accuracy throwing vertically down the field. SMU has everything they need. Rhett Lashley is going to have a lot of fun calling plays. If this guy takes that next step, watch out. This is a team vying for the college football playoff.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Jennings. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between their quarterback and his target. 4th down, you gotta have it. You gotta be on the same page, and they were there.
Across the 25. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a 1st down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Under fire. Touchdown, Mustangs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this.
We're going to throw it over the top of the D. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
And the Badgers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running back.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That is a great job getting to the quarterback. And when you're playing in Camp Randall Stadium, in one of the loudest atmospheres in all of college football, and your offensive line can't hear the snap count, and you've got dudes like T.J. Watt or J.J. Watt coming off the edge, it's not a lot of fun. It's not really fun for this quarterback right now either with this dude rushing.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Buys a little extra time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Badger!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Jennings. He's got an open man. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend the back end, throwing the football, but then has the ability to pull it down and chew up yards with his legs. He makes you cover the whole field, run and pass. Infuriating to deal with as a defense.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. Complete to the left. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU! These two two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Can't get him to the ground. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And off to Jones.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. Nice move there. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Now adjusting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
At midfield, he's got room. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
To throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Dupree. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Making side adjustments here. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. Ripping through the defense. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders. It turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And the Badgers have it in scoring position on first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to Johnson. Nice move to keep running. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Brinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The sure hands, it's Harden. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Mustangs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The handoff to Johnson. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can stay.
Touchdown Mustangs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
To the air on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the move, he fires. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's second and long. Got a man, it's Brinson. Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here comes the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Touchdown, SMU! A great catch and run for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by just 1 over Indiana. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snag in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put the drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Badgers want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
On the run, deep down the right side. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He'll set up to throw. unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
From the gun. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up.
There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Jennings. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect.